The LGBT Fallen Heroes Foundation was very lucky to be introduced to an amazing organization called the Imperial Court of Washington, D.C. several years ago. The Imperial Court of Washington, D.C. is a nonprofit organization that raises money for other nonprofits. We have been very fortunate to have been chosen as one of the organizations that they raise money for several times over the years. They've raised thousands of dollars, $1 at a time, for us. The funds that they have raised have allowed us to continue this memorial service every year and allowed us to purchase land where we will eventually build a physical memorial. This past year, we lost one of the inaugural members of the Imperial Court of Washington, D.C. Can I please have Ric Legg-Benavides to the stage, please? He will be sharing the story of Vietnam veteran, His Imperial Majesty, Ken Jewel Dennis.
It's an honor to be here today, and we want to thank the LGBT Fallen Heroes Fund for honoring all of the honorees today, especially Ken. His chosen name, or given name, was Alan Crumpler, but his chosen name was Ken Jewel Dennis, and he was my friend. Alan was born in 1946 in Highland Springs, Virginia, and surrounded by family photos, his ancestral pets and friends, he was united with the Great Spirit at 6:25 p.m. on 26 October of 2024. Alan enlisted in the United States Army in 1967 as an Army Administrative Specialist, and he served in the Vietnam War, stationed at Fort Eustis, Virginia, with his final duty station being the U.S. Army Medical Detachment Naval Hospital in Portsmouth, Virginia. During his time in the U.S. Army, Alan received training in Postal Operations Course, and he was awarded the National Defense Service Medal, Sharpshooter Badge, and the Vietnam Service Medal, and the Republic of Vietnam Campaign Medal with the 60s device. He leaves behind family and friends. One of his quotes was, "When you were born, you cried, and the world rejoiced. Live your life so that when you die, the world cries, and you rejoice." That was Alan. For those of us in the Imperial Court of Washington, D.C., Ken Jewel Dennis was our father and our friend and our mentor. He received many, many awards across the DMV, the Washington, D.C., Virginia, and Maryland, because of all his activists that he did fighting and standing up for the LGBTQ community. He was Best Actor. He was given honorary titles like Mr. Scandals. He was the Ambassador at Large, Star of the Future, Mr. Black and White, and on and on and on. And there is a Ken Dennis Trophy case that he had in his home that he called the Ken Dennis Trophy case, where he collected all of his trophies. He was a beloved inaugural member of the Imperial Court of Washington, D.C., but he was my emperor. I had the honor of being his empress and walking on his arm for years as we represented the Imperial Court of Washington, D.C. across this country. Ken was honored, and he was well known by many people, and he was asked to speak at several events across this country because of his years of activism. Ken will be missed, and there was a joke, because I am a drag queen, and you know drag queens, we have our way of doing things, that he had a nose ring, and I had the chain attached to his nose ring, and I pulled him along. But today I feel it strongly that he's pulling that chain back up towards heaven right now, because he's looking down upon us. And from his family, his friends, and his kids, Papa, we love you, and we miss you. Thank you.
Also here today with Rick is his husband, Rudy.